guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video I'm going to have for you a review of a new foundation from Morphe, and it's this one right here, and this is the Filter Effect So Focus foundation. It's this one right here. I heard a lot of good reviews about this foundation, and since I have a dry skin, I heard a lot of good things that this foundation does. And it gives you a lot of hydration, it looks radiant in your skin, and it have a smooth looking finish. We're gonna be testing this foundation throughout the day, and I will give you my final thoughts at the end of the day if I recommend this foundation or not for people that have dry skin. My skin is really dry, so we're gonna be testing this baby out. And also I'm gonna be trying out the brush that they gave it for free. I got this foundation at Ulta for $20. And yeah, so whenever I bought it online, they have a lot of shades that I wanted to try for me, that it was close to my skin tone, but I got a little bit darker. I don't know how it's gonna look on my skin. Hopefully it's a pretty good match. But whenever I ordered this foundation, they sent me this brush for free. I don't know if this promotion is still going on Ulta stores, but yeah. So they give me this foundation. This foundation retails for $16 and I got it for free. So this brush is the Morphe E63. It's a flat brush, really smooth. So I'm excited to try this brush out. So yeah, so we're gonna be putting this baby to the test. And before you leave, if you like these videos like this, if you like me, please consider and subscribe to my channel if you're new here. And thank you so much for clicking my videos to stop by, to give me a little bit of your time to spend with me to watch my videos. So let's start with this foundation and the claims that this foundation says that it will give you. So this foundation, like I said, is $20. It comes in 40 different shades, and you have a lot of I'm gonna put a picture right here that you can see the different shades, undertones. They have cool undertones, neutral, and warm. So they have a pretty big range of shades that you can choose from light, fair skin tone all the way to deep skin tone. So I think you will really gonna find your perfect shade because you have a lot of shades to choose from. So that's a good thing about Morphe, that they came out with 40 shades. So that's a great thing. I hate when companies comes with foundations and they only put like 10 shades or 15 shades. I'm like, no, we need a lot of shades so a lot of people can try these foundations, you know. So how you gonna be releasing a new foundation with only 10 shades? A lot of companies does that, and that pisses me off because I would like to review those foundations, but not a lot of people are gonna be able to get those foundations, you know. So moving back with the foundation, so this is the Filter Effect So Focus foundation. This is a medium to full coverage. It says here that this long oil-free natural finish hydrates skin, blurred imperfections for the ultimate soft focus look. So I like that. It says that has hyaluronic acid, a skin smoothing moisture booster. It has vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant. It has glycerin, a hydrator for a healthy looking glow. It says that it has pore blurring pigments, and that we're gonna be like what it does is diffuse the look of imperfections. It has natural beauty coverage, so it has long wearing, sweat proof and transfer proof. It says here that it's free of oil, fragrance and parabens, so that's a good thing. And the shade that I got is medium 15. It's this one right here, and this one it says that it's a medium tan with neutral undertones. So I'm not specific a neutral undertones, but some foundations I can go with that and it will look really good. So I'm more kind of like a warm undertone. I like to get my foundation, but like I said, some of the shades, the shade before, like 2 shades before, it was sold out at Ulta. So that's why I got this one. So hopefully it's a good match for me. And I also had the Morphe sponge. They also they release a sponge with this foundation too, but I just got the brush and we're gonna try this with the brush. So how I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna put my primer. I'm gonna do this side with the brush and the other side with the sponge. So let's go ahead and put this baby to the test. So if you want to know what that I think about this foundation, if I recommend it for people with dry skin, just stay there and keep on watching. Okay, so I have nothing on my skin. As you can see, I only have my moisturizing from the morning. Right now it is 9:30 in the morning, so I'm gonna be priming my face. Recently I've been loving this primer from L'Oreal. I got this in my BoxyCharm boxes. I don't know which one was it, if the base one or the premium one, but I got this primer and I really like it. It works really good. It looks really good under foundation. So we're gonna put this, and this is really hydrating. So now I'm going to be opening this foundation. So this is how the foundation looks like. It's a glass bottle. It's a pretty good package. Has a pump, so that's always a plus. And yeah, so let's go ahead and pump some in my hand, and hopefully it's not too dark for me. So I'm gonna start with this much in half of my face. So this is the consistency. It's not running and it's not thick. It's kind of like in the middle. But yeah, so this is how it looks like. The shade, I think it will be a good match. I don't know. So let's first start with this side, and I'm gonna be using the foundation brush. I'm gonna dot some in my right here. I'm gonna go ahead and start blending this out. I have my mirror right here. This brush is really soft. So this is the foundation. So as you can see, it really have great coverage, and the shade is really good. Even though it says medium tan, I don't use like medium tan shade because I consider my skin kind of like a light medium skin tone. So this is how the foundation looks like. It looks really nice. The coverage is fine. I really like the coverage that I give me just with this much of foundation that I put in my skin, and I really like it. It covers my veins, and I don't have like pimples to cover or acne or all that stuff. So for me, with this coverage, I think it's good. For me, this is great for my skin concern. So it definitely covers my veins. That's my concern. But yeah, so I really like it, and it looks pretty nice. So this is my skin with no foundation, and this is my skin with foundation. So yeah, so I really like it, and the skin and the match was really nice. It doesn't look too, for being a neutral undertone, I think it looks pretty good on my skin. So yeah, so I really like it. So let's go ahead and put some more on the other side. I still have some left from the pump that I put first. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit more, not too much, not even a pump, because I already have some. And this side I'm gonna definitely use the brush and see how much cover it gives me. Okay, so this is the foundation blending out, and I think it gave me pretty much a little bit less coverage than brush, but for me this is fine. So it's just kind of like personal preference. If you like more coverage, you can definitely build this up. So I'm gonna go ahead and put another pump, another layer, so that way we'll see if this foundation is buildable. So I have here some more, and I will do the same thing. I'm gonna do this side with the brush. Just to see. I definitely don't put this much of like when I do my makeup. I don't like to put a lot of foundation, just a little bit, just because I don't have a lot of stuff to cover, like acne and all that stuff. So I already have some on my face, and I'm gonna go ahead and use my brush. And I was already like assuming that this foundation is gonna give me more coverage with the brush, because that's how it is with most of the foundations. Yeah, so definitely it's buildable. It gives me more coverage. So this is the side with no cover. I'm gonna put you up close so you can see. So this is full coverage already. So for me, this is full coverage already. So let's go ahead and blend this side out. And I don't see that this brush gives me like brush strokes, so it looks really nice. It blends the foundation really nice. So either way, you can use either the sponge of the brush with this foundation, because it's not gonna give you like brush strokes or nothing. So I really like it. And so this is the side with the sponge. So that, from my opinion, the sides with the sponge kind of like give me more like a radiant looking finish, when this side right here is kind of like pretty much, it gives me like a glow, but I think that is my primer. But I feel like this side is more glowy than this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass the sponge on this side too. It will look good. So for my opinion, I like the finish with both, either the sponge or the brush. I like it either or. So I don't think a big difference, just a little bit less coverage with the sponge, but that's obviously that's normal, because you know sponge absorbs a little bit of the product. But so far so good. I really like this foundation, how it looks on top of my skin. So yeah, so this is my face with the foundation. I think it looks really nice. It has a really so focused finish, a radiant finish. And my pores, it really blurs my pores, so that's a pretty good claim, that it really like shows into my skin that my pores are really kind of like not there. So I really like it. So yeah, so I'm impressed so far. So let's go see. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest of my face, and I will come back to tell you how the products went on top of each other. So yeah, so I'll be right back. Okay guys, so this is my final look. What do you think? I think this foundation looks really good, and it's a pretty good match for my skin tone. So I already put everything on, my bronzer, my blush, and my highlighter, and let me tell you that everything went on really smooth, really seamlessly. I don't have any patching. So if you want to see what I got in my, if you want to know what I got into my face, I've been really wearing this palette a lot. This is the Pure Cosmetics 4-in-1 skin perfecting powders, and I have in the shade Fair Light, and this is the face palette. I reuse everything, my bronzer, the blush, and the highlighter. So it's what I have in my face. The highlighter is really settled, but it's perfect for my everyday makeup look. So on my everyday basis, this is pretty much everything that I do. I switch my lipstick and I put different colors, but like on the everyday, I don't put no eyeshadow, and if I put eyeshadow, I just put bronzer, and that's it. This is how it looks. I think it looks pretty good. I didn't see the foundation oxidize, so that's a plus, because I was concerned about the color. But yeah, so everything went pretty good. I really like the foundation, so I want to be right back at the end of the day to tell you my thoughts. Right now is 10:30. Yeah, so I'm gonna be back at the end of the day to tell you my final thoughts, my final look. I'm not gonna be touching up this makeup. This makeup is gonna stay like that. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you my honest opinion. I don't like to lie because that's not me. So whenever I would always tell you my honest and 100% my honest opinion. So yeah, so I'll be right back at the end of the day. So I'm back with my final thoughts. So right now it's 7:30. Let me show you. It's right there. It says 7:30. Hopefully you can see it doesn't look blurry. So I have this foundation for almost 10 hours, right? I put it on 10:30 in the morning, and right now it's 7:30, so almost 10 hours. It's a pretty good time for me to know if I like this foundation or not. And so far I love this foundation. I'm gonna put you up close, but if I see right here, like I have some fine lines right here. It kind of like settles in this, but that's normal. All my foundation does that. My bronzer, my bronzer kind of like a little bit wear off. My blush is still there, and my highlighter is still popping. So and yeah, the same thing in this side. My bronzer kind of like fade a little bit, but that's normal. It's been almost 10 hours. So yeah, so around my nose, these veins right here that I have, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see, I always try to hide, like to cover that when I put my foundation. But you know, during the day I have a lot of allergies, so I sneeze a lot, so this always like wear off, it comes off. So that's that. But besides that, and I have my nose pad from my glasses because I do wear glasses throughout the day, so I have that. But everything else, it looks really stunning, and yeah, and it still looks flawless into the skin. It looks really nice, really radiant. So yeah, so for being a 10 hours like wear test, this foundation looks really nice. So for my opinion, I like how it looks, but for my opinion, I will keep using this foundation, but only one layer. I don't want to put 2 layers. I just do 2 layers for the purpose of the video, so to know if this foundation is buildable. But for me personally, I don't like to put like 2 layers of foundation. For me, this foundation gives me enough coverage to cover my veins. That's the more important thing that I like to cover, and a couple of blemishes that I have, but not that noticeable. So yeah, so this foundation is really nice. It's really great. I would definitely keep you update. I still like this foundation, but so far so good. I really like this foundation. So yeah, for if you have dry skin, and also if you have oil skin, I think this foundation will look really nice into your skin. It gives you like a soft focus glue, like a blurred look into your face. So I really like this foundation. It's definitely way better than the first foundation that Morphe came out, that really matte one. Oh my god, that foundation, I hate it. So yeah, so I'm really impressed about this foundation, and Morphe did a good job with this foundation. And the brush, let me tell you, this brush is really nice. It blends my foundation really good. And yes, and I didn't have brush strokes, so that's what my concern about this, but no, it was perfect. I really like it. It was really soft. And yes, so if you can get your hands on this brush, I highly recommend it too. These two products together, it pairs really well. So yeah, so this is my final thoughts. I hope you like this video. I hope you like this review, demo, wear test throughout the day. I hope you like this kind of video, and if you do, please give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're new here. And yeah, so thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.